If you're familiar with Romeo and Juliet, that is the story.
It's a story that we all know, but the music is incredibly beautiful. James's telling of it is going to be really unique.
The theme of the show, it's a polarized world, politically polarized world, and then talking about not having an opportunity to celebrate.
This story has been told many times in many different ways. And so how do I find a way to tell this story that is not just repeating what others have done?
The design team is really going to bring something special to this project.
Clothes, they're one of the first signifiers that somebody sees when they look at someone in terms of what it is that someone is trying to say about themselves, how it is that they feel about themselves, where they are at a particular moment in their life. The person that struck me the most was Giulietta, and this idea of her, reading through the libretto, this idea of her sitting in this wedding dress for a wedding that she doesn't want to go to. What do these sort of abstract emotions look like? What does loneliness look like? What does isolation look like? What does force feel like in clothes? When you see her in this wedding dress, that you can see that her feelings are worn on her physical person. There is sort of this mirror between them. I like to make things that are beautiful, but I like to make things that are meaningful.
We want lighting design to sort of create a mood in psychological space that the characters can inhabit. It's not about them being the star of the show, they're just part of it, like the part of this world. I meant to remind that, if you make it too pretty and too perfect, people stop watching. If you make it evocative and you're pushing something or something is kind of slightly off, people are always trying to investigate the stage.
I've been designing projections for live performance for close to 20 years. My role is, in many ways it is like a lighting designer, but it's unique because it's between set design and also light designs. I really love things that are subtle and that you may not even know what you're looking at initially, but it starts with a feeling, and then that feeling grows and builds. And mostly what I'm interested in is in abstraction and in helping to tell the story. My medium is just there to support it and help to make it shine.
What I do is set the context right for the staging to happen. Rather than going Shakespearean romantic story, we wanted to go more brutal, that kind of a world. Depending on the show, I usually lead or follow. And then this one, I was kind of in that middle of I led in terms of that context part of it, but with certain items actually, I followed. It happens a lot more organically.
We have been able to really sort of collaborate and work off of each other.
Looking at each other's work and then, wouldn't it be fun to do this or that?
We're all reacting to each other. Adam will do something, I'll change something, James does something, therefore we change this, then the set changes in a certain way, then the costume adds a different piece, and then we change the color. It's like this sort of constant evaluating the work and how can we make it better, and you see other people contributing to that.
Pablo and I are dear friends, and we've worked on a ton of projects as well together. We are really good at not even having to talk in the same space because we've collaborated so much. My image kind of ends here, and Pablo's image takes over from this part, and I can't even tell the difference at that point.
I think it's the best situation when you can jam with other people.
Collaboration in theater is key. It's everything.
Trusting and respecting sort of each other is a fundamental part of collaboration. Yeah.
What that trust allows each of us to grow as artists and to continue growing.
I think it's the perfect storm. I think everyone is really bringing something really, really great to the project.
Well, I hope they come and see something that perhaps is intriguing and evocative.
I hope the audience has an incredible time in a theater seeing a live performance.
It's always good to go back to the theater. Yeah.